All right, here's how to do a proper side plank. I'm gonna show you a few different variations. We're gonna start with most basic. Feet are gonna be actually together, kind of like a clamshell, and knees are gonna be together as well. We're not clammed out so far. We're focusing on basically our side abs, our obliques. Our elbow is directly underneath our shoulder. We don't want it to be too high up like that. It's gonna kind of impinge up on that AC joint, may even get your upper trap involved. If your upper traps do feel like they hold a lot of tension, you might feel this, but bear in mind, I do have a couple tricks for that may help with that position. So elbow underneath the shoulder, knees are together. My knees are also slightly in front of my pelvis. This is so that when I come up, I'm also going to push my hips forward a little bit, okay? And this is to help align, my posture, my shoulders, and that's it. When we're here, I want you to take a deep breath in, feel your diaphragm expand, feel those ribs expand. And then as you exhale, see if you can lift your hips up a little bit further. Create that slight little crescent shape, right? Because we're trying to work and contract this side and open up this side. So what you could do for this, again, with planks, they don't need to be long, monotonous, grueling holds. They can be, if that's your thing. But to really get the best form and to get the most out of these, you can do intervals of them, like reps. You're not just gonna bench press and hold one rep for a minute. You could do that if that's what you're training for. But with these planks, treat them like reps and breaths. So what I would like you to do, which you could try to do, is come up and then hold for 2 breaths. Big inhale, big exhale. And then again, big inhale, big exhale, and then come back down. Okay, let's do a couple on the other side. Feet together, knees slightly in front of our pelvis. And when you come up with this top hand, you can keep it on your hip. Just make sure you're pulling your shoulder back. You can also reach up for it. Makes no difference. But stay up here for a couple breaths, slightly kind of lifting the hips up to feel that contract through here, the side abs, through the ribs, through the obliques, while we're opening this side, right? Closing off space on one side with our breath, we're opening up the other side with space with our breath. Okay, so the next variation, we'll stay on this side, is to use our bottom knee still. There really is not a huge advantage of if you see people coming up into a side plank like this. We can get there, but I feel, and I bet you will too after doing these, you're gonna get just as much, if not more, out of them by keeping your knees down. It's what I was taught from smarter people, and they stuck, and I've kept doing them. So this bottom knee is gonna stay down, my top leg is straight, everything's in line here. I'm using a little bit more hip and side glute medius to push up through this. So this is when we start to really build that whole kind of lateral chain, getting our oblique, our side abs connected to that glute here. Again, everything is nice and flush and level. As we hold there, do that same breath and then come back down. And I bet you notice you may feel that a little bit more in the hip. Now, right side is my kind of problem shoulder. So I'm going to show you what I do if this is bugging your shoulder. It's the same concept if you watch my front plank video, if your forearms are forward, kind of dragging your elbows down to create that little isometric engagement. It's the same thing, only think if you have your arm to the side, I want you to sliding it down. Obviously it's not gonna move because we got gravity pushing down, but if you were on ice and you could slide that down, it would come down. So what that's gonna do is shut off a little bit of upper trap and engage a little bit more serratus, a little bit of lat, that kind of help build a little bit more structure and core control of your shoulder. So as we get back up there, again, it's very subtle. It doesn't even look like I'm doing anything. But what I'm trying to do is basically slide my forearm down, and that might even shift my body towards my arm. And you're gonna feel that a lot more right through there, and hopefully a lot less through the top of the shoulder. Do all the things, get your body in a nice alignment, and breathe. Hand on the hip, or up top through here. Now, third and final progression of the side plank. Again, you can experiment all you like with bringing your knees up off the ground. If you're gonna do that, I would recommend a staggered stance versus stacked. Staggered is a little less shearing force on the spine. This feels okay too. There are just better ways to do it. Now, here we are. Third progression, variation of the side plank. Back up here, now we're gonna abduct that top leg. Head is back. We really wanna make sure our pelvis is coming forward here on this one. Imagine if you had a rope attached to your bottom front hip, that rope is being pulled forward and you're gonna really feel that in your glute. Top leg is up straight too, challenging the glute med and hip on the other side. Shoulder starting to bug you, slide that down, kind of cinch that area closed and hold. Woo, a lot of things working. I love side planks. Try those different variations and then gradually build up to the next level. Again, you don't need to do them for long holds. Try 2 breaths at a time, take a rest, and maybe do 4 or 5 sets of that.